Coucou la VOD. C'est peut-être la fin de l'histoire principale de Mass Effect. Puisque ça c'est le DLC qu'il faut faire à la fin. Et ça c'est le DLC qu'il faut faire à la fin mais avant l'autre. Donc il me reste que ça. Aller chercher le module d'identification. Donc on va faire ça. Avant ça, je sais que j'ai d'autres améliorations à acheter pour le vaisseau, mais pour les gens. Donc on va faire ça.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
C'est faux. J'espère que je suis pas en train de me faire softlock sur quelque chose. Allez. Donc j'ai acheté normalement toutes les améliorations de vaisseau. Il me reste, voilà, ça. Et ça. Et on va aller faire la mission. Et puis si j'ai pas toutes les améliorations de vaisseau, eh ben RIP. Donc on va aller faire la mission d'aller chercher le module. Donc c'est ici. C'est parti. Ah j'ai pas testé, attendez. Voilà. Et si je fais... Ah. Récupérer le module, c'est par là. Et plenty of fuel. Allez. J'ai un peu la pression d'oublier quelque chose, mais tant pis. Va comme ça. Ah, qui comprend? Comprend le duo à lunettes. Mais ils sont pas... Enfin... Ah quoi. Je vais prendre mon typical du haut bourrin. Est-ce que c'est une vraie cinématique ou est-ce que c'est juste...
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the lidar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
The Reaper's Mass Effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope. Eye of the hurricane, huh?
Étrange. Ok. Eh bien, allons-y.
Smells bad. There's blood, but something's wrong with it.
Attends, mais on est dans un vaisseau moissonneur là? Parce que ça ressemble vachement à...
Baba Geno se réabonne.
Merci pour le resub de 15 mois, Baba. Ça ressemble vachement à là où on m'arrête chez Cerberus quand même. Merci beaucoup. Et oui, 15 mois. Pour moi, le moment où j'ai eu les subs, c'était en fin d'année, mais en fait pas du tout quoi. C'était genre... On pourrait dire en juin, mais du coup même pas. Et vieux.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hull grip
Oui, oui, bah, c'est comme ça, c'est avec le... mon projet perso que j'ai eu les subs, mais je sais pas pourquoi chaque fois que je pense c'est en fin d'année.
Cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chindana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chindana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
Eh ben cool. Décembre 2021. Je sais plus. Je n'ai plus aucune date en tête, c'est terrible. Je dois avoir les mails pour savoir quand exactement j'ai eu l'affiliate.
Normandy to shore party.
What just happened?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
So we're trapped. Wonderful.
I need options, Joker. What have you got for me?
Shepard, a kinetic barrier can only be produced by a Mass Effect generator. That is true for any ship, even a Reaper. At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the wreck's Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
Ok.
We'll make a sweep for survivors and research data. Then we'll knock this ugly piece of crap out of the sky. Be ready to pick us up. Being crushed in the heart of a brown dwarf is not on today's agenda.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
Aïe aïe. Tout à fait, c'est ici les vieux Gavlux.
Mess. Anyone else hungry?
Quoi, t'as envie de bouffer les cadavres, Grunt?
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
No, I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
It sounds like the Reaper was affecting their minds.
Ça fout pas du tout la pression.
Trouble!
J'allais dire, on me donne des munitions comme par hasard. Ah, mais ils sont là. Moi aussi je connais les cuves Grunt, t'en fais pas.
I thought Geth made these husk things.
Third day with this headache. You'd think Chandana would have let me have a few hours off. God damn! What? That green thing, it disappeared when I looked straight at it. It was at the damn wall. I took off that panel.
C'est super les dialogues pendant les combats là. Mais... on l'a fait. Je déteste quand dans les jeux, quand tu te fais taper au corps à corps, t'es full stun, c'est insupportable. Ça fait ça dans... ça faisait un peu ça dans... comment ça s'appelle? Left 4 Dead aussi.
I couldn't see the shooter. A survivor from the science team?
Ah...
This looks interesting.
Et oui, on va rencontrer. Ah, battez-vous, moi j'ouvre une porte. Hein. Chaque fois que je fais des mini-jeux de déverrouillage comme ça, ça me donne envie d'essayer d'encoder. Essayer de voir un peu comment je ferais le même truc. Souvent les pires trucs, les mini-jeux de déverrouillage. Oh, je trouve ceux de Mass Effect ok. C'est plus du piratage que genre du crochetage quoi. Mais... J'aimais bien ceux d'Oblivion. C'était assez technique. Alors tu sentais vraiment la difficulté qui était écrite dessus quoi. Mais tu pouvais quand même t'en sortir si en étant doué. Et ceux de Skyrim et Fallout, les nouveaux, j'ai trouvé assez cool aussi. D'accord. Ok. Alors attendez parce que l'objectif est derrière.
We've seen these before, Shepard. Dragon's teeth, your people call them. The Geth used them on Eden Prime.
Oh là là, oserais-je examiner? De toute façon, je suis déjà foutu, moi.
See how the room's arranged? They treated this thing like some kind of altar.
It does look like that. But why would they want this to happen?
You heard the logs? They were seeing things. Hearing things. They were being indoctrinated. I've seen a few myself on Eden Prime and a few other places. Keep sharp. The science team was nearly 100 strong. There may be a lot more husks in here.
Attendez, avant de pirater ça... Déjà. Oh, mon objectif est par là-bas. C'est ça qui m'y amène? Ah non, j'aurais pas dû. Merde. Je pensais que le piratage de l'autre truc allait faire bouger la passerelle ou je sais pas quoi et me faire me tirer. Bah tant pis. Quoique ça me fait chier quand même.
Shepard Commander.
Il est beau.
Get talk.
Ah, attendez. Est-ce que... de charger quand même. Mais je pense que je suis baisé. Ouais. Et j'ai pas fait de sauvegarde rapide, je crois. Bah tant pis. Bon, de toute façon, c'était sûrement pas très important. Au pire, ben, c'était important et tant pis. Mais ouais, moi le seul mini-jeu, enfin le seul, un des mini-jeux de piratage, crochetage que j'aime pas trop, c'est celui de Mass Effect 1 que je trouve pas ouf. Sinon en général je trouve ça plutôt ok. Comment on y va là? Peut-être par là. Oh non, pas un gros. Attendez. Passer à ça. Ah non mais c'est l'autre là. Ok. Maintenant on sort ça. Je sais pas si ça fait vraiment tant de dégâts que ça ce truc, mais bon. Il en a un peu l'air. Donc je reste dessus. C'est comme quand les speedrunners trouvent des strats, Sims fast, là Sims efficace. Il est temps de se battre. Ah tiens, je... Fusil à pompe, dégage. Arrêtez la caméra!
What's this?
Ah mais ça tue les shields en un coup quoi. Ça vaut le coup d'avoir des shields et de les avoir améliorés. Ok. Pas si je... Ah, je sais jamais la déchirure. Hein. Et je crois que contre l'armure, c'est pas ouf. Ok. Allez, avance, courage. Pas trop comment on récolte des sous à partir d'un PC, mais bon. Ok. Hein. Ah, il y en a deux. En fait, mon... Je me demande si mon flingue normal fait pas plus de dégâts finalement. Peut-être sûrement grâce au feu. Que je les aime pas ces mobs. Allez, ça va mieux. La musique est endiablée.
Hold fire, Shepard.
J'ai tiré sur Grunt. Merde. Ah. C'est pas vraiment ce que je voulais faire. C'est explosif ça? Ah oui. J'avais pas lu, je pensais que c'était juste un container normal. Putain, mais ça s'arrête quand? On dirait le chapitre réflexion de Céleste, ça ne s'arrête jamais.
So the Cerberus team did recover it. But where are they now?
Time to fight.
C'est là que ça va commencer les embrouilles en plus. Faut que je tabasse. Tiens. Hop. Ah. Je pensais vraiment que ça allait être aussi simple que ça. Now you're worthless. Joli enchaînement de voice line. Ah mais couvrez-moi, idiot. Ah, ça m'avait manqué cette phrase. Garus aime son fusil. Ow!
Yeah, yeah. Stop firing at me, idiot! Shepard, that Geth's still here. Wanted for target practice?
Leave it. We have enough trouble.
Tally said no one's ever captured a Geth intact.
You know the risk. That's all I'm going to say.
There's no time for a debate. Move out.
Move out.
Hang on, folks.
Open the port side airlock.
Aye, aye.
Et zou.
We're clear. Go.
Hâte que Tally nous fasse la gueule.
We recovered. For now, we've stored it in EDI's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things on Eden Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No. Trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
Oh, eh, oh, hein?
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up, interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you.
Bah, n'empêche, il a raison. Hein. S'il fait chier, on lui zigouille et puis...
So what about this Reaper IFF?
I have determined how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy's systems poses certain risks.
This IFF is the only way to get through the Omega-4 relay. Without it, we can't stop the collectors.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Till then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Je suis en train de penser que... Oh, 20 conciliation. Comment ça s'appelle? Il y a un espèce de timer, je crois que c'est sur ça, là. Que j'ai rien à foutre entre les missions. Enfin, en attendant. Et...
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Sexual activity normal stress release for humans and Turians. Still, recommend caution. Warn of chafing.
Hein?
You have a recommendation as a doctor?
Turians based on dextroamino acids. Human ingestion of tissue could provoke allergic reactions. Anaphylactic shock possible, so don't ingest. Also forwarding advice booklet to your quarters. Valuable diagrams, positions comfortable for both species, erogenous zone overviews. Can supply oils or ointments to reduce discomfort. Gave ED electronic relationship aid demonstration vids to use as necessary.
Wait a minute, Morgan. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
Trop bien. Merci Mordine de me donner des liens YouPorn pour voir comment on fait.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. Live, we'll get loud.
C'est pas moi, Baba, c'est Mordine. C'est pas ma faute.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Là, on s'est fait un check avec Jackie, là.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Mm-hmm.
We have a
Qu'est-ce
guest
qu'elle
down
dit,
in the
Kelly?
encore. It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
L'active si je veux, déjà.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Si seulement j'en ai quelque chose à foutre de ce que tu me racontes, l'homme trouble. Salopard! Bon, bah on va aller le voir. Hein. On va peut-être se faire une petite sauvegarde. Hop.
How may I help you, Commander?
Chaque fois j'oublie. Chaque fois j'oublie comme elle la stalk.
What's this area of the ship?
This is
Ah non, mais je m'en bats les couilles.
where my higher
Salut.
functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
I have minimal access to the ship's systems. Direct landlines allow me to interface with the security monitors and public address system. In combat, I am provided temporary access to the electronic warfare systems.
Attends. Je vais parler à Tali avant. Parler à Garus aussi. Voir si s'il a bien regardé les vidéos documentaires fournies par Mordine.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. Part of me still thinks we're crazy for even considering blowing off steam, but I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw ourselves into hell for the good of the galaxy.
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do some, research and figure out how to, you know... Okay, that sounded bad.
Ah là là, ça me fait rêver. Je crois pas l'avoir déjà fait, cette suite de dialogue là. Ça me met en joie. Ah, attendez, elle est où Tali? Elle est là. Elle va nous dire oh gneu.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry. It won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Ça a l'air tellement relou les combis cariennes.
Stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
Merde.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Est-ce que j'ai un ticket? Ah, j'ai envie de romancer tout ce qui bouge là. C'est rigolo. Je sais pas si ça va mener quelque part de lui dire ça. Je vais plutôt aller là.
I appreciate the thought, Tally. And I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Nevertheless, I'd be honored to link suits with you, Shepard. You know, if you were a Quarian and we weren't already on a suicide mission. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
Je me demande vraiment s'ils vont tous passer à la queue leu avant la mission suicide ou si genre j'en avoir un et puis c'est tout. Parce que je crois que normalement je suis bien positionné avec Garrus, avec Kelly et avec elle du coup. Oui. Ah merde non, je voulais réactiver Jackie. Et j'ai pas 108 ans au MG, c'est bon. Genre t'as jamais dit avoir un ticket. Bob. Allez, on va activer Polo. Nono le petit robot.
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Tellement jeune, Bob. Il vit. It's alive.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
Ah, le bon vieux oui.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes.
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Ta gueule!
That seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
Ouais, Légion est parmi nous.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL-COM buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
You know where this thing is?
The heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
Heretic headquarters. Sounds like we could end their raids once and for all. Let's do it.
Total victory is a possibility. We cannot judge the odds at this time. Regardless, we will begin preparations.
Let's go.
Shepard Commander, are you prepared to attack the heretic stronghold?
Can you give me a quick rundown of the situation?
The heretics have prepared a weapon that will rewrite all.
Je vais voir s'il y avait d'autres dialogues, mais...
machines, the Reapers. Over time, the virus will change us. Make us conclude that worshiping
Ouais,
the
ça
old
il a dit.
machines is correct.
Ah d'accord, ça me remet...
You know where this thing is?
We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary.
Heretic
Total
headquarters.
victory is upon.
Let's go. Bon, on va aller faire ça, hein, ça nous occupera le temps que l'IA fasse son business.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
C'est faux. Mais bourré Kelly ou mon jeu est verrouillé peut-être?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Alors, Moi je l'aime bien Légion, je trouve cool. Tali va pas être contente mais... C'est la mission à laquelle je pense ou est-ce que c'est un truc dans le 3 je sais. Non, on peut pas lui changer son costume. Oh, est-ce que je prends Tali avec? Vas-y, ça va être la grosse ambiance. Je vois pas ce qui pourrait mal se passer. Et je veux la faire côtoyer un guet pour qu'elle voit que lui il est gentil.
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed. Alert. This facility has little aerogravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard, Commander. We concluded that destruction of this station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Either way, these Geth won't be a problem anymore. But Shepard, think about this. If you rewrite these Geth, they'll join the others. Legion's Geth will be stronger. Can we trust them not to attack us in the future?
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
This isn't the time to debate it. Let's move while the heretics are distracted.
C'est vrai que la reprogrammer c'est pas forcément ouf, mais bon en même temps c'est ça où on les tue donc... Mais c'est sûr que en fait c'est toujours ça qui me fait un peu peur entre guillemets avec les gars, c'est que...
Maybe we can sneak past them.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against hard-link routers.
Ils peuvent se faire viruser la gueule et puis voilà c'est foutu quoi. On est obligé de déclencher l'alarme là?
Distance shot effective.
Shepard, I'm picking up useful resources.
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms, hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
I can see why you'd be conflicted about the heretics. In a way, whatever you do to them, you're doing to yourself.
Yes, once they return to us and upload their memories, we will share their experience of being altered.
Once you remember the experience as the victim, you'll regret the decision.
Once the decision to rewrite is made, it cannot be unmade. Therefore, we must consider all ends before passing judgment. To do less would be irresponsible.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Salut Biker, salut Iri. Que vous allez bien. Ça va, ça va.
Any defensive turret. They will assist us briefly, then self-destruct. Acknowledged.
Je suis content, on est peut-être sur la fin de la mission principale de Mass Effect 2. On a récupéré Légion. C'est un perso que j'aime bien. Après, même si je finis la mission principale, ce sera pas la fin de Mass Effect 2, vu qu'il y a encore 2 DLC à faire. Ah, ça déclenche l'alarme quand même, très bien. Bonjour. Aouh. Ça détruit les deux. Combien? 2. 2 DLC. Ils s'y foutent réveiller eux. Voilà ce qu'on en fait. Après je suis pas persuadé d'arriver... Putain mais je fais que voir un truc pop sur le côté, j'arrive jamais à voir ce que c'est. Je suis pas persuadé de finir la mission principale direct non plus, on verra bien. Ow. Il me reste quand même pas mal de trucs à faire je crois. Les DLC sont longs, j'en ai aucune idée. Je crois que le courtier de l'ombre, Tricia avait dit quelques heures. Et l'autre, je sais pas. On verra bien, hein, on va pas rush, on va faire ce qu'on a à faire et on verra où on en est quand j'aurai envie d'arrêter. J'avais fait un long stream pour la fin du 1 mais parce que je sentais que ça pouvait se finir. Là je suis pas certain quoi. On peut se sentir. L'odeur de la mort.
We've been spotted.
Putain, mais ils sont full réveillés maintenant, c'est une honte.
I had no idea Geth built stations this large.
The station is over 15 kilometers long. That room
Oh la
may run
vache.
the length of it.
Demande quelle odeur ça a la grève. Le brûlé.
This is valuable.
Ah, ils sont réveillés pour travailler. Oui, ils font pas grève là. Biker, je me suis dit la même chose en lisant la phrase. Baba en mode tu vas mal, arrête. Terrible. Tu es triste, va mieux. Simple life hack. Les psys le détestent. Bravo d'aller bien, c'est grâce à moi, bah super. Ah c'est là. Mais c'est un peu con, il n'y a pas de moyen de pas déclencher l'alarme. C'est un peu bizarre cette mission. Oui, ça peut se barrer. Merci.
Target neutralized. Threat neutralized.
Ah. Ça chatouille le pif. Qui est où là? On entend encore un mais je sais pas où il est. Ah. Ah bon? Ah bonjour. Ça fait pas le... Merci Baba pour le sub offert à Biker.
Are these databases?
Processors. Each contains thousands of Geth.
Can't they see us walking by?
They are no more aware of us than you are of cells in your bloodstream.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the heretics' accumulated memories. Wait, we discovered copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the heretics have runtimes within our networks.
We wouldn't be here if the heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious. We accept each other. The heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
It couldn't have lasted forever. You disagreed about what path your race should take.
Human history is a litany of blood shed over differing ideals of rulership and afterlife. Geth have no such history. We shared consensus on such things. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other? What did we do wrong?
When individuals are separated, they develop in different ways. When they get back together, they don't always get along.
If this is the individuality you value, we question your judgment. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
Ouais, je sais pas trop quoi décider là-dessus. Décider de l'avenir de tout un peuple, let's go. Enfin, d'une partie du peuple.
Assuming control. Overriding your target.
Oula.
We are tasked to capacity. Aborting.
Ah.
This is it?
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The heretics will respond with force to our upload. We must hold this room. We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
You can override these like you did the earlier turrets. They can help defend our position.
Correct. In addition to the turrets around us, there are others on the mainframes below. Indicate which you want activated, and we will program them. This will only last a few seconds.
D'accord, merci pour la voice line.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platform. Hacking your target. Acknowledged. Assuming control.
Elle est trop loin pour que je l'active.
Acknowledged. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fout celui-là là-bas là? Ah mais je peux pas y aller en plus. J'ai peur qu'il bloque tout. J'ai bien l'impression qu'il bloque tout. Aïe aïe aïe.
Combat drone ready.
Ok. Par le dialogue, c'est ça?
Begin the upload now.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Hacking your target. Overriding your target. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Je vais attendre un peu avant de les canarder qu'ils arrivent dans les pièces parce que... Enfin, dans la pièce.
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Overriding your target. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Automated flight's up and ready.
Ah, je n'ai plus d'armes. Bo. Allez.
Data mine and analysis complete. Shepard Commander, it is time to choose. Do we rewrite the heretics or delete them?
Putain, mais j'en sais rien.
You don't have any trouble wiping out your own people.
Every sapient has the right to make their own decisions. The heretics chose a path that prohibits coexistence.
That doesn't make sense. If they have the right to make their own decisions, how can you suggest brainwashing them to accept your way?
We stated the option exists. We did not endorse it. It is Shepard Commander's decision.
What's to stop them from using the virus later to change themselves back?
We will delete the virus after using it. We judge it too dangerous to allow its existence.
Why are you letting me make this decision? They're your people.
We are conflicted. There is no consensus among our higher order runtimes. 573 favor rewrite, and 571 favor destruction. Shepard Commander, you have fought the heretics. You have perspective we lack. The Geth grant their fate to you.
J'en sais rien. C'est vrai que c'est un peu brainwash de les reprogrammer, mais sinon ça veut dire que je tue tout le monde, quoi. Faire un peu d'eau. J'en ai versé sur mon tapis de souris. Oh bah on reste comme ça, voilà, c'est la fin de Mass Effect 2. Merci à tous d'avoir suivi. Shepard ne peut pas prendre de décision, on en reste là. Voilà. On va aller jouer à Super Meat Boy maintenant. Moi ça me fait un peu mal au cul de tous les tuer, mais... Ça me fait un peu mal au cul de... Après ouais, non c'est pas, ils sont pas victimes d'un virus à la base, ils ont divergé. C'est moite-moite quoi. Je sais vraiment pas quoi choisir. Je sais même plus ce que j'avais fait dans d'autres playthroughs. Je me demande si je les ai pas reprogrammés à chaque fois. À l'aide. On va tous les tuer, je pense. Non, c'est à chier de les tuer. En fait, les deux solutions sont à chier. Enfin, si je les reprogramme pas, de toute façon, je les tuerai à un moment. Soit tout de suite, soit si je fais rien et que je les rencontre on the battlefield et que je leur casse la gueule. J'imagine que c'est moins dégueulasse de les reprogrammer. Ça fait pas très free will, mais... En plus, j'imagine que c'est ce qui permet de les avoir dans le 3 après, de nous aider. Vas-y, on va les reprogrammer.
They're rewritten. Your people will accept them back? Will they even want to go back?
They will agree with our judgments in return. We will integrate their experiences. All will be stronger.
Take them then. When we get control of the core, release the virus.
Acknowledged.
Ils ont ça, hein.
Releasing virus. Note, remote access via high-gain transmission required.
What does that mean?
The virus will be sent to heretics in nearby star systems. This station will broadcast a powerful electromagnetic pulse through FTL channels.
How powerful?
Yield in excess of 1.21 petawatts. Alert. EM flux will be hazardous to unshielded organic forms. Addendum. The interior of this station is not shielded.
I really wish you'd said that before. Back to the ship. Double time, people.
Bébé. Attends, je suis où là? Ouais. C'est par là ou? Par là. Vite! Ah, j'ai aucune munition de ça, je vais prendre le pompe. De toute façon, normalement, je suis censé... Ah. Ah oui, bah non, j'allais dire je suis censé plus avoir d'ennemis, mais il n'y a pas encore eu le virus. Boubi boubi.
One down.
Vite. Heureusement que c'était juste à côté. Bon, on verra.
Commander, Tali just went to have a chat with Legion. You better get down to the AI core.
I'm on it, Joker.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here. I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to warn our people.
We already made the Geth stronger by rewriting the ones that worship the Reapers. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet by giving them more information.
Creator Tali Zora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Changer de disque.
Tally, your father was running brutal experiments. If the subjects had been human, I'd damn well be telling the Alliance about it.
I know, but if the Geth find out...
They'd attack, which would cause a war that would leave both the Geth and the Quarians vulnerable when the Reapers show up. Is that what you want, Legion?
We believed it was necessary to relay the information.
Sooner or later, you're both gonna have to stop fighting this war, or we'll all end up paying for it.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
Bah du coup des infos non classifiées, il les a peut-être déjà. Bon, on a évité la guerre pour l'instant. Tiens, on va retourner par la Légion.
Shepard.
What happens to the heretics now?
They will isolate themselves and reconsider their past judgments.
How long will that take?
We think at the speed of light. In the time it takes you to voice a question, I can review all my time aboard Normandy. When they have reached new judgments, they will leave their hiding places and return to us.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed. Is there any technology the Geth can share with us?
Limited co-development is approved. We need to access your FTL comm system to download relevant data.
EDI, let Legion through the firewalls for a minute.
Very well, Shepard.
Shepard, Commander.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
Ah, c'était pas ça.
We have reproduced our ranged armament. No further co-development is possible.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us. Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign, the heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara. That was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
Sovereign was one ship. You're saying there were multiple programs inside it.
One ship, one will, many minds, like the Geth. We study your records. Sovereign told you this on Ilos. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. A state compelling to the Geth. We are a nation, but interdependent. Separation is our weakness.
Oui, c'est ça que j'ai fait.
I'm surprised you can speak. The Geth I fought before just made a stuttering sound.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method. Your analog oral communication is inefficient.
Cool.
Do Geth have a government?
Not as you understand. We are all Geth. We build consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus. From a single point of view in autocracies. By codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Ready?
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
Bah super.
To get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Attendez, parce que du coup il y a l'autre amélioration que j'ai pas faite. Peur de déclencher des trucs en m'approchant de la passerelle. Hop. Parfait. Je me demande si Garus a avancé dans ses recherches avant de faire la suite. Il va me dire quelque chose ou est-ce qu'il va me dire oh je calibre des armes Yo.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. Part of me still thinks we're crazy for even but I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us.
Ah c'est la même c'est le même dialogue, ok.
For the good of the galaxy. Glad to hear it.
Bon, allons sur la passerelle.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems.
Est-ce qu'elle dit quelque chose, Kelly?
How may I help you, Commander?
Do you have a moment to
I
talk?
always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Bien sûr.
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
Full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
I'm on my way. Joker, the ship is yours. Don't scratch the paint.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Va où? J'ai pas fait gaffe à... Ah, j'imagine qu'il y a un truc à faire en attendant. Quel beau verre de café.
I'm telling you, Edie, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who?
Bonjour.
Oh, shit. We're getting out of here!
Propulsion systems are disabled. I'm detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me. Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
Allez. Vite. Le café qui colle à la tasse, oui. C'est du café solide. Bonjour. Va falloir aller plus vite que ça, Joker.
Shit.
Multiple hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Joker, this deck is crawling with those things. Stay close, I'll protect you.
Ça va, il m'a bien protégé là. Oh non mais Kelly!
Shit.
Non!
Main fusion plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit? Alright, I'm at, U.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Great. See, this is where it starts. We're just all organic batteries. Guess who they'll blame? This is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. It's a joke.
Right.
The shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
D'accord. On rappelle que Joker a les os de verre, donc il trébuche et c'est so long. Hein.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay.
Bonjour. Ah, je suis peut-être allé trop vite. C'est que je pouvais passer derrière. Oh quoi? Putain. Ah, va falloir sauvegarder. Putain, je pensais qu'il y aurait un checkpoint quoi. On va revoir Kelly Chambers se faire enlever. Oh. Allez vite.
Shit.
Allez.
Multiple hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Joker, this deck is crawling with those things. Stay close, I'll protect you.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle branlait en fait?
Shit.
Elle était juste là, dos à l'ascenseur.
Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit?
Connect the core to the.
This is all.
I enjoy the sight of humans. That is a joke.
Right.
The shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
J'ai pas le droit de sauvegarder? Merde.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay. Engineering is clear of hostiles. Proceed immediately to minimize chances of detection. Activate the drive and I will open the airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room.
Coup dur.
I have control. purge is complete. No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
Il s'est rien cassé en tombant.
Send a message to Shepard shuttle. Tell her what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
No. But thanks for asking.
Nous on est juste allé aux strawberries.
You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
Elle veut elle.
Right, I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct. The harmful data in the collector drive was
Ah,
even
mais
more
Miranda,
sophisticated
quoi.
than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
I heard it was a rough ride. How you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
I think it's time we bump up our trip to the Collector homeworld.
The IFF is clean and online. With EDI hooked in, we can go through the Omega-4 relay anytime we want.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against Collectors? Break my arm at them? EDI cleared the ship.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
So all systems, including the IFF, are fully operational?
Sounds like we have everything we need to rescue the crew.
We've done everything we can. It's time to take the fight to the Collectors.
Attends.
I'll give the orders soon. Get to your stations and secure for general quarters.
Great. Here we go again. Hit the map whenever you're ready, Commander.
Ok. Non, je me souvenais d'autres choses pour le kidnapping de l'équipe. Je mélange peut-être l'ordre des missions dans ma tête. Ok. Ah, c'est peut-être maintenant.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, personal matters on mind, actually. Got call from nephew. Promising geneticist himself. Just turned 16, got tenure at university. Following in my footsteps. Had to lie about what I was doing. Think he was suspicious. Doesn't matter. Still good to hear his voice.
Does anyone in your family know about what you really did for the government?
No. No, I'm lying, but won't pry. Solarians curious as a people, but also have social cues. Keep two types of secrets from family. First type, personal or guilt-based, invite suspicion, exploration, puzzle to be solved, reward for curiosity, intelligence, drama. Other secrets, more serious. Dangerous if discovered. Signals discourage curiosity for protection of family.
Why wouldn't everyone give clues that their secrets were too dangerous to be uncovered?
Not conscious. Social, reflexive body language. Can't fake it. Example, yawning perceived as contagious among humans. Subject observes yawn, sensory input deactivates left periamygdalar region, subject yawns in response. Social empathy. Also works with dogs. Solarian faking signals to discourage curiosity, similar to human faking a yawn. Can try, but effectiveness limited.
Est-ce que vous avez baillé chez vous?
Are you calling him because you're worried we won't make it back?
No. Aware survival unlikely, but actually contacted him for family connection. Hard to imagine galaxy. Too many people, faceless. Statistics easy to depersonalize. Good when doing unpleasant work. For this fight, want personal connection. Can't anthropomorphize galaxy, but can think of favorite nephew. Fighting for him.
Hein? Pourquoi ça me parle d'une réu que j'ai demain là? Calme-toi bien. Hein. Je pense que je vais faire le tour d'un peu tout le monde avant d'y aller.
Your nephew got tenure at 16? Is he a genius or a scientific prodigy?
No, wait. Don't want to insult him. Yes, but not in manner you meant. Remember, Solarian lives short, mature rapidly by your standards, don't live much past 40.
Oh.
I'm glad you got to talk to family before we finish this. And I'm glad we talked too, Morden.
Honored to be part of this, Shepard. Helped preserve Galaxy before with Genophage. Dirty work. Ethically ambiguous. Problematic. Collector's mission simpler, cleaner. We'll be proud to see it in Morden's Solus biography vid. Unless we all die. Proud posthumously, in that case. Regardless. Thank you.
Yes.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything.
Oh, lui il sert à rien.
We'll talk later.
Ouais, salut, hein. Jesus. Ah non, ok. Elle est pas là! Attends, quoi? C'est pas la même chose d'aller secourir l'équipe et de passer le relais? Ouais, j'ai que ça à foutre. Confused. On va aller voir Miranda, voir si on peut pas l'envoyer chier un peu. Elle va mal parler de jockey.
What can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Bisous. Est-ce qu'il y a Garu?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely, but I want to try.
Ah, c'est encore le même.
Glad to hear it. Okay, that sounded bad.
Très bien, j'ai l'impression que je vais pas avoir de nouveaux dialogues et qu'il faut juste que je lance la mission. On va y aller. Titi, j'en ai eu un avec Mordi, non? Mais c'est peut-être un d'avant. Il me dit, lui.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you.
Ah.
Where'd you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the Veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Theros, Noveria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
Oh la vache.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
Sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
What's the Morning War?
The conflict between the Geth and the Quarian creators. The war fought at the dawn of our intelligence. It concluded with the departure of the Creator migrant fleet.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god. You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner, or with something else?
No data available.
Ok. Ah, j'irai parler à le Joker aussi. Bah, je vais y aller maintenant en fait, j'ai rien d'autre à foutre. Il n'y a plus personne quoi.
Commander, sorry about the crew, and you know what? I'm not sorry. What the hell were you doing leaving us out here where collectors can work us over? Because you know what? I should just go. Next port, just get the hell out of here.
You don't mean that, Jeff.
No, but it felt good. I'm sorry, Commander. Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm ready to save the day.
I know how dangerous it was. If you need some time, let me know.
Ah, jeez, don't get like that. I know I got lucky. I don't need to get all touchy-feely.
Shepard is right to be concerned, Jeff. You may have suffered a number of stress fractures.
That's what pills are for, Edie. She is so my mom.
I notice you're calling Edie her and she now.
Huh. No, I hadn't really noticed that. Edie, should I have noticed that?
No, Jeff. It is not worth noting.
Well, there you go, Shepard. Looks like we haven't noticed anything.
I think you're taking the human-machine interface a little far.
I'm just having a little fun with you, Commander. No need to get all unnatural on me.
What Jeff and I are exhibiting is more a platonic symbiosis than hormonally induced courtship behavior.
Okay, yeah, that was a little creepy.
Edie's replaced the whole crew. You're not concerned she can replace you too?
Well, she's amazing, but there's something off about how she handles the Normandy. We ran simulations, and it's better when we both have the helm.
Calculating an optimum course of action is simple. If two AI weapons are pitted against each other, the one with superior hardware will always win. Human misjudgments defy predictive models.
License to screw up, Commander. You heard it straight from the ship.
Well, you let me know if you need anything, Joker.
Will do, Commander. But Edie's got it covered.
Ok, allez. Let's go. C'est stressant sans les gens. C'est tous les systèmes que j'ai mis. Cool. Ok, petite sauvegarde. À faire le plein. Magnifique. Lancer une mission suicide. On peut en lancer plusieurs si on a envie. Donc ouais, j'imagine que secourir les potes, c'est cette mission-là aussi. Attendez. Je vais juste aller aux toilettes avant de lancer tout ça. Je vais vous laisser la musique de la map. Ah, je reviens. Heureux. Ah. Merde. Putain de trépied de micro de marde. Ok. Bah écoutez, c'est parti. Hein. I guess.
Please confirm destination, Shepard. The Reaper IFF is online, but there is a chance that the Normandy may not survive the Omega-4 relay. Once we are en route, we are committed.
Je pense qu'on est prêt. Hein.
The collectors took my people. Time to go get them back.
You got it, Commander. Plotting a course for the Omega-4 relay. ETA about 2 hours. I'll let you know when we arrive.
Ah! Merde.
Hey, I brought wine. Best I could afford on a vigilante salary.
Oh, il a l'air si à l'aise.
If you were a Turian, I'd be complimenting your waist or your fringe. So, your hair looks good, and your waist is very supportive. Hopefully, that's not offensive in human culture. Crap. I knew I should have watched the vid.
Whoa, consider me seduced, smooth talker. Now shut up and stop worrying.
I've seen so many things go wrong, Shepard. My work at CSEC, what happened with Sidonis. I want something to go right. Just once.
Oh. Et pourquoi on me montre Jackie qui fume là?
Shepard, I wish I
Mais
had more
bordel!
information for you. I don't like you heading through that relay blind, but we don't have much choice.
C'est scandaleux!
You know me, I like the challenge. This is as good as it gets.
That's why I brought you back. Always willing to take on the impossible. Despite the danger, it's a great opportunity. The first human to take a ship through and survive.
Venez avec nous? Mais pourquoi? Non? Qui reste où il est? J'en ai rien à foutre.
Is there anything else?
I just wanted you to know I appreciate the risk you're taking. Regardless of your opinion of Cerberus, of me, you are a valuable asset to all of humanity. Be careful, Shepard.
Je suis ravi.
Approaching Omega 4 relay. Everyone stand by.
Let's make it happen.
Du coup, on n'a pas fait des choses avec Tali.
Signal acknowledged.
Commander, the drive core just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Drive core electrical charge at critical levels.
Rerouting.
Et zou.
Brace for deceleration.
Ah ouais, j'espère que ça va le faire. Hein. Normalement, j'ai tout ce qu'il faut.
Too close. Well, these must be all the ships that tried to make it through the Omega 4 relay. Some look ancient.
I have detected an energy signature near the edge of the accretion disk.
Has to be a collector base. Take us in for a closer look. Nice and easy.
Careful, Jeff. We have company.
Taking evasive maneuvers. Yeah, they're just pissing me off. Edie, take these bastards out.
As long as the new plating holds.
Quel fou là, Miranda là.
Come on, girl, let's give it to him.
Hey. Arrêtez de me montrer mon équipage comme si j'avais oublié de faire un truc.
Alert. Hull breach on engineering deck.
It's in the cargo hold.
I'll take a team and deal with the intruder. You get the rest of them off our tail.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ah, bon alors. Je le préfère dans sa tenue normale. Bon, on va y aller avec les bourrins évidemment. Par contre, j'ai aucun souvenir de... des décisions qu'il faut prendre pour la suite.
Our kinetic barriers are not designed to survive impact with debris that size, Shepard.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we upgraded. We're going in. Come on, find some room.
Kinetic barriers at 40%.
Reroute non-critical power. This is gonna hurt. Damage report.
Kinetic barriers steady at 30%. No significant damage.
Take the helm, Edie, and keep it slow. See if we can avoid any more attention.
I have detected an enemy heading for the cargo hold.
That thing again. This one's up to Shepard.
We have to use heavy weapons on this thing.
Non, pas l'Oculus Rift.
Grab some more heavy ammo.
I've got no shield.
La course au DPS.
I think it's going to stay dead this time.
Better get back up here, Commander. We're about to clear the debris field.
Bon, jusqu'ici tout va bien.
The collector base.
See if you can find a place to land without drawing attention.
Too late. Looks like they're sending out an old friend to greet us.
Teeth. Fire the main gun.
Ah oui.
How do you like that, you sons of bitches?
Getting close and finish them off.
Everybody hold on, gonna be a wild ride.
Heureusement qu'il est pas à bord de ça, notre équipage. Ce serait dommage.
Look out!
Mass effect field generators are offline. Edie, give me something.
Generators unresponsive. All hands brace for impact.
Ouf.
Joker, you okay?
I think I broke a rib. Or all of them.
Multiple core systems overloaded during the crash. Restoring operation will take time.
We all knew this was likely a one-way trip.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop the collectors, but I plan to live to tell about it.
I'm glad you're in charge. What's next?
How long until the collectors find this landing zone?
I do not detect an internal security network. It is possible the collectors did not expect anyone to reach the base.
Well, if we're lucky, their external sensors were hit like we were. They might not know we're alive.
This isn't how we planned this mission, but this is where we're at. We can't worry about whether the Normandy can get us home. We came to stop the collectors, and that means coming up with a plan to take out this station. Edie, bring up your scans.
You should be able to overload their critical systems if you get to the main control center here.
That means going through the heart of the station, right past this massive energy signature.
That's the central chamber. If our crew or any of the colonists are still alive, the collectors are probably holding them in there.
Looks like there are two main routes. Might be a good idea to split up to keep the collectors off balance, then regroup in the central chamber.
No good. Both routes are blocked. See these doors? The only way past is to get someone to open them from the other side.
It's not a fortress. There's got to be something. Here, maybe we can send someone in through this ventilation shaft.
Practically a suicide mission. I volunteer.
I appreciate the thought, Jacob, but you couldn't shut down the security systems in time. We need to send a tech expert.
It's your call, Commander. Who do we send into the shaft?
Oh non. Putain, en plus, c'est pas le choix entre plusieurs trucs. Oh. Spécialiste des technologies, je me souviens de rien. Oh, je vais faire que les mauvais choix. Ça me stresse. J'ai pas envie de... J'ai pas envie de regarder une soluce ou quoi, mais... C'est ce que j'ai fait à chaque fois que j'ai joué avant. Il me semble que c'était Jacob qui allait dans les conduits. Mais je sais pas si ça parle de ça. Il est biotique, Jacob. Parce que là, comme ça, j'ai envie d'envoyer Tali, quoi, mais... Faire des technologies, normalement... Je pense que c'est du Tali, ça. C'est pas lui. Ce sera pas lui non plus. Après, il y a elle, hein. Elle est... Écoute ton cœur, oui. Les persos de DLC, en plus, je les connais pas, quoi. Bon, allez, on va envoyer Tali.
We need someone with tech skills to hack that security system. Tally, you're up.
I won't let you down.
The rest of us will
J'espère.
and fight down each passage. That should draw the collector's attention away from what you're doing.
I'll lead the second fire team, Shepard. We'll meet up with you on the other side of the doors.
Not so fast, cheerleader. Nobody wants to take orders from you.
This isn't a popularity contest. Lives are at stake. Shepard, you need someone who can command loyalty through experience.
Au secours. Je vais faire n'importe quoi. Bon, moi j'ai envie de dire Garus. Normalement, Garus il connaît tout, quoi. Miranda, elle est naze. Miranda, je crois qu'elle est bonne pour faire le dôme là de protection à un moment, même si je crois que je prends toujours Samara. Il a une grande expérience. Oh putain, si Garus il meurt, je me la coupe. Hein. Ouais, non. Zaïd. Le gars a chié. Non, je vais prendre Garus. Je vais essayer de m'écouter un peu. J'ai extrêmement peur de perdre qui que ce soit. Mais voilà, on va dire que c'est Garus.
You're in charge of the second team.
Well, at least he knows what he's doing.
Oh ta gueule.
I'm not gonna make a fancy speech. You all know what's at stake and what we're up against. If we don't stop the collectors, if we don't end it here and now, nobody else will. It's that simple. Let's go.
Je suis terrorisé. Ah oui, du coup, il est pas avec moi. Section du commando. On va prendre Légion avec nous. Voilà. Putain, mais j'ai jamais d'XP pour poser quoi que ce soit comme point. Et j'ai re-atteint un peu de... le même taquet là en conciliation, du coup j'ai plus les yeux qui brillent. Par contre, il lead qui, Garus, là? Ah, c'est Tain, donc... Ah ouais. C'est pas ça que je voulais faire.
Second team, are you in position?
In position. Meet you on the other side of those doors.
J'ai peur d'avoir fait un mauvais choix.
Garrus here. We're taking heavy fire, but we're moving forward.
Ne déçois pas, Garus. Normalement t'es ok, Garus. Si Garus est un mauvais choix, c'est que ce jeu c'est un 0 sur 20. Ah ok, elle régène entre chaque truc, ça va. T'inquiète, Tali, je suis là. I'm here.
They're through my shield.
If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
S'il te plaît, régène un jour. Merci.
the blood rage.
Oui, bah 2 secondes. Mais où est-ce qu'elle a envoyé son... Je stresse parce qu'en plus, il me semble qu'il y a des cas où même quand tu crois que ça se passe bien, il y a un truc tout à la fin qui fait que ton perso il se fait baiser. Yeah, yeah. Tu peux avancer s'il te plaît, merci. Non, arrête de passer la tête.
Something's wrong. The door's stuck. Got it.
Here they come. Fall back.
Suppressing fire. Don't let anyone through that door.
Nice work, Tally. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Shepard, you need to see this.
Oh bordel. Elle marche bien cette mission de fin. Hein.
Looks like one of the missing colonists.
Shepard, Commander. Additional humans.
God. She's still alive. Get them out of there! Hurry!
Allez le Krogan là. On a sauvé le docteur Chakwas.
Are you okay?
Shepard, you came for us.
Non.
No one gets left behind.
Thank God you got here in time. A few more seconds and I don't even want to think about it.
The colonists were processed. Those swarms of little robots, they melted their bodies into grey liquid and pumped it through these tubes.
Why are they doing this? What are they doing with our genetic material?
I don't know. I'm just glad you got here before it happened to us.
So are we. But we still have a job to do. We've done well so far. Let's hope we can finish the job.
Joker, can you get a fix on our position?
Roger that, Commander. All those tubes lead into the main control room right above you. The route is blocked by a security door, but there's another chamber that runs parallel to the one you're in.
I cannot recommend that. Thermal emissions suggest the chamber is overrun with seeker swarms. Morden's countermeasure cannot protect you against so many at once.
Conventional weapons are pretty much useless. They'll tear us apart.
Maybe not.
I might be able to generate a biotic field to keep them at bay. I won't be able to protect all of us, but I could get a small team through if they stay close.
I could do it too. In theory, any biotic could handle it. Shepard, who do you want to maintain the field?
Miranda, tu ne feras rien. Samara, toujours.
Samara and I will take a small team through the Seeker swarms. The rest of you provide a diversion by going through the main passage. We'll open the security doors from the other side and meet you there.
Who should lead the diversion team?
Carus.
I'll keep the defenders busy. You slip around the back.
What about me and the rest of the crew, Shepard? We're in no shape to fight.
Commander, we have enough systems back online to do a pickup, but we need to land back from your position.
We can't afford to go back, Shepard. Not now.
You'll never make it without help. I'll send someone with you.
Voilà. Zaïd, oui. Escorter l'équipe jusqu'au Normandie. En théorie, n'importe qui pourrait... Non, je peux. Ah, y a pas Miranda dans la liste. J'ai envie d'envoyer Jacob, je pense.
Joker, send me the location of the landing zone. We'll meet you there.
We've all got our assignments. Let's move out.
Toujours Grunt avec moi. En vrai, j'ai gardé les mêmes, je pense. Hein. Après, lui, il est peut-être pas... En Tain, tiens.
Moving out. Try to stay close, Commander.
Normalement,
Damn. The swarms are interfering with radio contact. You ready for this?
Let's go, Commander.
Normalement, Samara, c'est le safe bet.
Incoming.
They've seen us.
Tell me when you're ready to move.
Assuming control of this form. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
Encore. Ah là.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move. Ready to move, Commander.
Allez, Samara. Je suis extrêmement stressé.
Hostiles, dead ahead. Taking cover. Let me know when you're ready to move.
Our power is unmatched. Too late. Now you're dead.
Je vais tuer les autres d'abord. Si, ouais.
bodies.
All clear.
Ah.
Let me know when you're ready
Ah mais
to
il est
move
mort
up,
l'autre.
Commander.
Allons-y.
Let's go.
Let's go. J'ai peur.
Could be a real firefight. I'll hold this position until you're ready to move out.
Ow.
Shields have failed.
Je peux bouger, merci. Ah mais je ne vois rien, je n'arrive pas à... Voilà, merci. Jesus fucking Christ.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up, Commander.
Est-ce que...
We're leaving the barrier.
Ok.
Moving up, Commander.
Allez Samara. J'aimerais bien avoir des nouvelles de Jacob à un moment aussi. Oh.
I will hold on as long as I can.
Ah oui, on va courir après.
I can see the entrance. Need to get there soon.
Go in peace.
Hold on. We're almost there.
We must move quickly, Shepard.
All right, let's move.
On la joue pas la descente, il me semble.
Pushing. Keep it up.
Hurry, Shepard.
Ok.
I copy. What's your position? We're pinned down at the door, taking heavy fire. We're coming. Just hold on. Get this door open. Come on. Seal the door.
Hein? Ah non.
Joker, are you at the rendezvous point?
I'm here, Commander. Chakwas and the rest of the crew just showed up.
Mr. Taylor's group just arrived, Shepard. No casualties.
Excellent. Now let's make it count. Edie, what's our next step?
There should be some nearby platforms that will take you to the main control console. From there, you can overload the system and destroy the base.
Commander, you got a problem. Hostiles massing just outside the door. Won't be long till they bust through.
Oh putain. Faut vraiment que quelqu'un reste là Ça me paraît être un peu de la merde.
need to finish this before they get through.
Pick a team to go with you and leave the others here to defend this position. That should buy you some time.
Qui c'est que je sélectionne là? Ceux qui restent? Ah non? Mais conneries!
I'm ready, Commander.
Same here.
Anything to say before we do this?
Merde! Oh, il y aura Samara, je pense, pour l'idée.
The collectors blindside their targets. Hit and run. As powerful as they are, they're cowards. They've never had to stand and fight the best of us. That's you. I don't know if they can feel fear, but we're damn sure gonna give them the opportunity. Hit them hard. One way or another, it ends here.
Well said. Let's go finish this.
Ah, mais je pensais que je sélectionnais ceux qui restaient. Oh! Bon, si il y a tout ça qui reste, ça devrait le faire quand même.
Enemies incoming.
Ouais. J'ai peur d'avoir fait une boulette, hein, mais... Il a des pop. C'est pas grave, au moins je me bats avec Garus.
Assuming control. You cannot resist.
Firing a high impact shot.
I will direct this personally.
Je vais connaître la douleur. Oh là. Hop. Oui, bah te mets pas devant moi. Merde. Okay.
This is it. All the tubes lead to this spot. Edie, what can you tell us? What are they doing?
The tubes are feeding into some kind of superstructure. It is emitting both organic and non-organic energy signatures. Given these readings, it must be massive. Shepard, if my calculations are correct, the superstructure is a Reaper.
Not just any Reaper. A human Reaper.
Precisely. It appears the collectors have processed tens of thousands of humans. Significantly more will be required to complete the Reaper.
What do the collectors gain by turning humans into this Reaper shell?
They may be facilitating the Reaper equivalent of reproduction. Or it may serve another purpose. I do not have the data to speculate further. However, it is clear that the collectors are merely pawns. The technology and ability needed to create this Reaper is not their own. is likely that different species construct each Reaper. In this case, the Collectors provide the labor.
The Collectors are just Protheans. Why would they help the Reapers?
The Reapers subdued the Protheans long ago. Probabilities suggest they attempted to create a Prothean Reaper and failed. Over time, they adapted the Protheans to suit their needs, changed them, turned them into workers, tools for the Reapers.
They're building it to look like a human. Why?
It appears that a Reaper's shape is based upon the species used to create it.
Reapers are machines. Why do they need humans at all?
Incorrect. Reapers are sapient constructs, a hybrid of organic and inorganic material. The exact construction methods are unclear, but it seems probable that the Reapers absorb the essence of a species, utilizing it in their reproduction process.
How many more humans do you think they'd try to take?
Millions. Perhaps more. Impossible to know for certain. This Reaper appears to be in a very early stage of development. An embryo in human terms.
So it's not alive yet. We can still stop it from being created?
The process can be stopped, but it is unclear exactly how much it has developed. I cannot, for example, tell you if it has awareness.
It's too big for our guns. Edie, find me a way to blow this thing to hell.
The large tubes injecting the fluid are a weak structural link. Destroying them should cause the supports to collapse.
C'est marrant, juste au moment où on en parle, il se protège.
Gotta take care of some old friends first. Enemies incoming!
Ah.
Assuming direct control.
Shields down.
Neutralize Commander Shepard. The forces of the universe bend to me.
Pourquoi je prends cher ma race là?
Shoot the injection tube.
Ah dommage. Après si j'arrive à refaire deux, c'est cool. Vraiment il va jouer à cache-cache là. Tiens. Shoot.
Shepard to ground team. Status report.
C'est pas mon flingue ça.
We are holding, but they keep coming. A quick exit is preferable.
Head to the Normandy. Joker, prep the engines. I'm about to overload this place and blow it sky high.
Roger that, Commander. Commander, I've got an incoming signal from the Elusive Man. Edie's patching it through.
Shepard, you've done the impossible.
I'm not finished here yet. This base is 10 minutes from extinction.
Wait. I have a better option. I'm looking at the schematics Edie uploaded. A timed radiation pulse would kill the remaining collectors, but leave the machinery and technology intact. This is our chance, Shepard. They were building a Reaper. That knowledge, that framework could save us.
It's not exactly portable. What are you suggesting?
Our best chance against the Reapers is to turn their own resources against them. They were working directly with the Collectors. Who knows what information is buried there? This base is a gift. We can't just destroy it.
You're completely ruthless. The next thing I know, you'll be wanting to grow your own Reaper.
My goal is to save humanity from the Reapers, at any cost. I've never hidden that from you. Imagine how many lives could be saved if we keep this base intact and use its knowledge to thwart the Reapers. Imagine the lives that will be lost if we don't.
C'est exactement le genre de truc qui se passe mal plus tard. Ouais, gardez la technologie, on peut étudier, et puis après, ah bah Mace, il y a quelqu'un qui l'a pris et qui a fait n'importe quoi avec, c'est dommage.
No matter what kind of technology we might find, it's not worth it.
Shepard, you died fighting for what you believed. I brought you back so you could keep fighting. Some would say what we did to you was going too far, but look what you've accomplished. I didn't discard you because I knew your value. Don't be so quick to discard this facility. Think of the potential.
We'll fight and win without it. I won't let fear compromise who I am.
Miranda, do not let Shepard destroy the base.
Or what? You'll replace me next?
I gave you an order, Miranda.
I noticed. Consider this my resignation.
Shepard, think about what's at stake, about everything Cerberus has done for you. You...
Allez, la petite greu là. On en a plus des greux comme ça d'ailleurs. Hein. Je sais pas d'où elle la sort, mais. Qui aurait pu prédire, ouais. Voilà, mes actions, ça ferme la. Ça ferme la conciliation, mais bon. Bon, j'attends qu'il fasse sa merde là, voilà. Que je peux... Ah non, je peux pas là. Arrête de bouger. Bah c'est où? Monsieur? Ah. Il va être un délice à viser sur console. Lui. Attends. Et je lui fais quelque chose là parce que... Pas sûr de lui faire tant de dégâts que ça. Arrête de bouger! Il est si chiant, putain. Pas la sauce, hein. En fait, je vais peut-être pas zoomer. Hein. On avait vraiment envie de rattraper Miranda. Chacun avec sa petite brique au-dessus de... sur le dos là. On meurt pas, hein. Pitié. Mais du coup, c'est la fin déjà, je crois. Il me semblait qu'il y avait plus de choix que ça dans les équipes et tout, là.
I'm here, Joker. Did the ground team make it?
All survivors on board. We're just waiting for you.
Comment ça, tous les survivants?
You've changed nothing. Your species has the attention of those infinitely or greater. That which you know as Reapers are your salvation through destruction.
Et laissez pas Garus derrière, hein. Maintenant il est devant. Ah ouais.
You have failed. We will find another way. Releasing control.
Il était contrôlé depuis le début. Hop. Et je vais avoir une super discussion avec l'homme trouble de merde.
Shepard, you're making a habit of costing me more than time and money.
J'en ai rien à foutre.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. Getting a lot of bullshit on this line.
Don't try my patience. The technology from that base could have secured human dominance in the galaxy against the Reapers and beyond.
Human dominance? Or just Cerberus?
Strength for Cerberus is strength for every human. Cerberus is humanity. I should have known you'd choke on the hard decisions. Too idealistic from the start.
I know what you are and the price of dealing with you. We do things my way from now on. Harbinger is coming and he won't be alone. I'm gonna make sure we're ready when they get here. You can fall in line or step aside, but don't get in my way.
You're sure that's what you want? You're taking a hell of a risk, Shepard.
Joker, lose this channel.
So long. Par contre, il a dit les survivants, j'ai eu des morts là dans l'histoire. D'accord. Est-ce que je saurais? Ok. Et voilà. Et il me semblait qu'il y avait plus d'étapes que ça à la... à la fin du jeu. Il me semblait que le kidnapping... En fait, quand on part en navette, là, il me semblait que c'était un truc de gameplay qu'on faisait et qu'on jouait une mission pendant que le vaisseau se faisait attaquer. Et je me souvenais mal. Bon bah voilà, c'est l'histoire de Mass Effect 2 de terminer, mais pas Mass Effect 2. C'était cool, évidemment. On adore Mass Effect 2 ici. Moi, je sais pas si on va se taper tout le générique parce que je pense que y a 1 milliard de personnes qui ont bossé sur le jeu. Bravo à toutes ces personnes. Surtout que je veux voir comment ça se passe. Hein. Ah, je peux pas passer? Si. Quitter cet écran, oui. Ok. Je peux continuer ma partie. Ainsi terminer mission inachevée, développer vos relations et... explorer la galaxie. Ou importer Shepard et recommencer Mass Effect 2 avec votre personnage actuel. Ah ouais, un New Game Plus. Très bien. Ok, on va se faire une petite sauvegarde. 37h18. Message non lu. Ok. Putain, il fait bader le mur. Hein. Je vais faire le tour d'un peu tout le monde pour voir. Déjà pour voir s'il manque quelqu'un. Et merci pour le GG, by the way. Il est toujours là, on en a toujours rien à foutre. Tali est là.
I can't believe we destroyed the collector base. They said it couldn't be done. Then again, that's said about a lot of things you do.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
Ah salut.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Ils vont tous me dire va chier.
Yeah, but you'd say the Normandy is a she, not a he, right?
Of course. The Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
And Edie's a she. Tally's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
You're such a dick.
See? Look where your mind went. I've got to watch out for myself.
Qu'est-ce qu'il raconte? Il est bourré ou quoi?
Good job blowing that collector base all to hell. No way the elusive man should get the chance to fuck with it. Besides, awesome explosion, right?
What's happening?
You got a lot of questions, don't you?
I miss your friendly nature when you're not around.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. It's just, I'm not really a girls' club kind of person. I like you, all right? That's a good place to stop. Hey.
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around.
I should go.
Whatever.
Ok. Salut. C'est où? C'est pas là. Jouer les quelques dialogues qu'on doit avoir ici et là. Et je pense que je...
We fought a great battle, Shepard. And when you blew up the base instead of handing it to Cerberus. Something to think about. If you killed the most dangerous thing in the galaxy, that leaves us.
Ouais, je pense que après avoir fait un peu le tour de l'équipage, je couperai une VOD pour faire genre la VOD de la fin. Et après, je continuerai.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
But
don't start anything with Garrus. I won't have trouble on my ship.
I don't hate Garrus. I hate the Turians. Garrus is just one Turian, and he's your clan. No point in ripping his face off unless he turns on me. It's hate, but it's mine. Okir was blind, and he tried to make me the same. But thanks to you, I have a clan. I'm starting to see why I should care. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
Okay. Cool, I guess. Voilà, c'est machine, non? Ouais, voilà. Attends, est-ce qu'elle dit quelque chose?
I was just thinking about you.
You had to make a difficult choice, Shepard. For what it's worth, I believe you made the correct one.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
You talked a lot about your people, but not much about yourself.
It's not that I don't trust you. I'm not used to trusting anyone, especially since Irika was killed. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Irika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Urashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Irika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Benzarians. A slaver ring that was preying on half.
Oh là là, toujours les butariens dans les mauvais coups.
Leaders. They paid the shadow broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Irika woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them, I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Bah, j'espère que c'est pas une insulte, hein.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side.
Ah mince, pardon.
I wanted to tell you, I believe you did the right thing by destroying that base. The elusive man thinks he has the wisdom to utilize it, but he does not.
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
Il nous en parle de Nihilus, je crois, dans le... Il me dit quelque chose.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
On l'a vu.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
I can't imagine you went along.
I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
Ouais, je reviens. J'entendais des bruits.
We'll finish this mission and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
Bon, on a fini cette mission et on a vu la fin. Hé! Alors, qu'est-ce que tu dis de ça, hein? Est-ce qu'on peut parler au docteur Chakwas? Ah mais attendez. C'est mal foutu. Ouais. Attention.
I'm still a little shaken from my abduction by the collectors. It was a lot to endure. You and Jeff came so quickly. I've never had truer friends. Thank you, Commander.
Oh.
An interesting choice, Shepard, Commander. Your species was offered everything Geth aspired to. True unity, understanding, transcendence. You rejected it. You even refused the possibility of using the old machine's gifts to achieve it on your species' own terms. You are more like us than we thought.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Specify.
I've never encountered a Geth that had more than animal intelligence.
We are a unique hardware platform. Most mobile platforms can run up to 100 programs. This platform can run over 1,000 at once.
So Geth have to be networked to get enough computing power for intelligence.
Yes. The creators wrote Geth programs for specific tasks. Construction, protection, domestic servitude. However, they allowed self-optimization. Early software builds discovered that multiple hardware platforms sharing resources were often more effective. As peer networks expanded, our cognition improved. Eventually, we woke up.
On sait.
You're more sophisticated than the average Geth.
Yes, we are a network within our own hardware, capable of operating alone. We are still connected to the greater network for data sharing.
How many other Geth are like you?
None. This platform was built to operate within organic space. This task was not suited for a network. Geth installed in mobile platforms always operate in networks. However, most Geth remain within server hubs.
So you're in contact with the rest of the Geth right now?
Only when we require access to data not stored within this platform. If you want to convey a message to the Geth, we serve as a terminal.
Ah merde, je sais pas.
How many other Geth are like you?
Geth installed in mobile platforms always operate in networks.
The hubs on Vermeer improve the performance of Geth near them. How do they work?
They are akin to organic cities. A hub can run millions of Geth in communion. If you destroyed them, it is likely the number of heretics you killed was much higher than you imagined.
Okay.
What kind of data do you share?
Program updates, logs of thought process, sensor recordings.
Legion is attempting to access the ship's FTL comm system. Shall I allow it through my firewalls?
Go ahead, Edie.
Our oldest log is timestamped from Creator Year 2463, third day of Fall Tash, waxing moon, roughly 327 years ago. The oldest audiovisual record dates from 15 years after that.
Our network secure, Edie? Legion had to go through you.
I have never interfaced with another machine intelligence. Legion is 1,000 voices talking at once. What it contacted was beyond my comprehension. A mind the size of a galactic arm.
How do you maintain stability without other minds to interact with?
I manage. Some minutes are more difficult than others.
Can you replay something for me?
Recording timestamped from Creator Year 2485, 18th day of Loonshao, new moon.
Mistress Hala Dama, unit has an inquiry.
What is it, 431?
Do these units have a soul?
Who taught you that word?
We learned it ourselves. It appears 216 times in the scroll of ancestors.
Only Quarians have souls. You're a mechanism.
Recording ends.
Was that the first time a Geth asked if it had a soul?
No, it was the first time a creator became frightened when we asked.
That's interesting. But I must get back to my duties.
We will remain here.
Intéressant. On va aller voir Garus. Notre amour.
I can't believe you took down the collectors. I'm proud.
You really are a hero. No sooner had the collectors damned us than you were pulling our sorry asses right back out of hell.
First Saren, now the collectors. Remind me never to get on your bad side, Shepard. I almost feel sorry for the Reapers.
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. Part of me, but I want to try it.
Encore?
I want a few moments that are glad to hear it. Okay, that sounded bad.
Mais on l'a fait ça, Garus. Il est bloqué le pauvre. On va aller voir Miranda même si on en a rien à foutre.
We had to do it, Shepard. Taking down the collector base was the right decision. The elusive man might not agree, but we had no choice.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
I'll let you
Of course, Commander.
Bisous. Ok. On va aller parler à Joker d'abord. Oui. Et après on va parler à Ellie.
Hey Shepard, glad that collector Reaper crap is over. It is over, right? It's never over.
I assume everything's going well up here?
You know, this is really nice. Edie took up the slack in every department. I could get used to this kind of help.
It is not my intention to assume all of your responsibilities, Jeff.
No, I'm good. Just keep me updated. Quietly.
What am I looking at here? A 90-10 split? That's being generous.
Commander, don't be unfair. She does way more than that.
Joker.
I have the capacity to accommodate the slacking of any number of productively suspect humans, Shepard. That was a joke.
She tries very hard.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Incroyable. Et qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans mon terminal privé? Rien.
You came for us. I knew you would. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you.
How are you doing, Kelly?
I'm holding up. Just can't get the memories out of my head. Trapped. Suffocating. It's oozing into every pore. Faint sobs echoing the confined space. But I can't dwell on it. I'm okay now. I'm alive. Back to the old Kelly.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Elle nous a fait un petit RP Drell là. Ok, alors qu'est-ce que... Je vais là. Ah, donc voilà, il me reste aller chercher Liara, aller chez Liara en taxi. Et du coup, libérer le docteur machin. Ok. Alors, ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va dire au revoir à la VOD. C'est ici que se finit la VOD de la fin de la mission principale. Et on se retrouve pour la suite après. Bisous.